I'm sorry to I just, you don't get me talking about art. We'll just go on all day. Kalos, postis eche erotema. Who has a question? Yes.
So with the, like, in regards to our final exam, will that be given to us like later this week and then?
When is it due? When is our exam period? Next Wednesday, the very last day? I will make it available, how about a week from today? Would that be okay? And then you can take it whenever. Okay. I can't have it due before the end of that exam period, but it's going to be exactly like the other one. Okay. It's awesome, I might add. It's going to be fantastic. You're going to love it.
Wait, do you want us to like text that to you like we did, or do you want us to turn it in visit?
No, just like you did before. Yes. It's all about getting better at what we do, not doing different things. That's my philosophy, as you know. Kalos, ala erotemata. Glucun himeron. Oh my goodness. All right, here we go. Let's go on. We've gone through this, right? How far did we get? We just barely get started, didn't we?
Yeah, I don't think we got very far on last
Okay. Hutasun ho angelos tu kuriu ek tu uranu elthon ton tu Abraham paida esosa. Okay, so let's go through this. Hutos. Everybody together. Hutos.
Hutos.
No. Let's translate it. Hutos. Thus, in this way, hutos. This is the adverbial form, of the demonstrative adjective hutos. Haute tuto, right? Hutos. In this way, un. Therefore, okay, this is a particle, right? This is a particle. A metrion, okay? A merion, a little part. Ho angelos, the messenger to kuriu,
Lord.
of the Lord, of the Master. Ek tu uranu, ek, out of, to uranu, the sky, okay, uranos, elthon, having come, very good. This is the second aorist, okay? Erkomai, ema, or elusomai, elthon, okay? Having come, ektu uranu, from heaven, ton tu Abraham paida,
To the son of Abraham.
not to, just it's the direct object, accusative case, right? Accusative singular, the son, the boy child, to Abraham, of Abraham, the boy child of Abraham, esosa, he saved, right? Ho angelos esosa, the angels. See how that works? You guys are getting so good at this, but you can see how it all fits together, right? All of the endings, the nominative, the genitive, the accusative. It's a beautiful thing, isn't it? We're not worthy. Kaizaphon ton logon periton progonon eteliutesa. Kaizaphon and Zephon ton logon.
Word.
The word here, story, right? Periton progonon, about the ancestors. Eteliutesa. Finished, okay, brought to an end. Telos, remember, to telos is the means the end, okay. Gosh, I'm so excited about this whole thing. We'll test drive it tomorrow, okay? I didn't know that I hadn't been down here after the vacation, so I'm super excited. Okay, here we go. All right. Nun de alon muthon periton theon ex heges thy bulomai. Nun. Now, No. And. Da is just an and. Okay. And now, alon muthon.
Other stories.
Another story. A mythos, right? A mythos. Periton theon. About the gods. Exeges thibulomai.
I would like to tell.
I wish to tell, to narrate, okay? Exegeomai. Exegeomai, okay, is the verb. Exegesis is the noun from this, right? This cis ending creates an abstract noun, right? So this is the explanation, and this is, if we were to translate the Latin translation of this word is narratio. Okay, the narratio. And the exegesis is one of the four elements of a speech. Okay, the prologos, the exegesis, the pistis, and the epilogos. Okay, so we'll talk more about speeches, but hegeomai means, if it takes a direct object in the accusative case, means to narrate or to relate something, to go through something. With the dative case object, it means to lead out. Okay, because hegeomai means literally to lead. I lead. Kalos palai potein bukolos onomasta anchises. Palai potein bukolos. Palai, anciently, in the olden days, right?
Yeah,
Pota, sometime. Anciently, sometime. Or once upon a time, right? Ain, there was a bukolos,
cow herder.
a cow herder. Okay? Onomasta anchises.
The name to him was Anchises.
Anchises by name, kalasta. Kai hamerantina di Aphroditein kai glukun himeron ton baon e melesa. Kai hamerantina. One day, someday, dia Aphrodite. Through or because of Aphrodite, kai glukun himeron. Sweet desire. Ton boon e melesa.
He forgot to take care of his cows.
That's right, he was neglectful of the cows. Kalos, are ekite erotemata? Everybody see that? Okay. This is ameleo. Okay, ameleo. This. Okay, ameleo. Okay, this means not. Okay, and melo means I'm concerned with or I have concern for. And so ameleo means I am neglectful of, I have no concern for. Okay? Kalos koras Athenes, kai Artemidos, kai Histies, udes, ton, thneton, anthropon, kai theon, makaron, dunatai fugain, Aphrodite. Kalos. Koris Athenes. Except Athenes, Athena, kai Artemidos, and Artemis, kai Histies. Who is that? Hestia, very good. Hestia. Udes ton thneton. No one. No one. Ton thneton, anthropon.
Mortal people.
Of mortal human beings. Kai theon makaron. And of the gods Makaron,
Blessed.
of the blessed gods, Kalos, Dunatai Fugain Aphrodite.
Is able to flee Aphrodite.
Is able to flee Aphrodite. Okay? Flee in the sense of to escape, right? Aphrodite. Kalos. Fugain, what kind of word is that?
Infinitive.
Infinitive, very good. From dunamai. Dunamai, I am able to do something, right? With an infinitive. We put that in our little mental lexicon. Kalos. Kai ektu terpekeranu.
Out of the thunder.
And out of tu terpekeranu. Of the terpekeranu.
Person that delights.
The one delighting in thunder. Okay? So here is your first example of a epithet. Okay? A Homeric epithet. Okay? And we're going to get some Homeric epithets in this. And the reason why we're doing this is because you now understand, you've got enough experience in the combinatorial characteristics of Greek to be able to put these things and understand what an epithet looks like. Okay? So, for example, when you read a translation of the Iliad, for example, and it refers to swift-footed Achilles, that is an epithet. Okay? And these epithets typically are combinations of words that indicate, that become attached to particular characters in the literary traditions. Okay, so terpekeranu, one who delights in thunder, would then of course be Zeus, right? Okay, this is Zeus. So you will see that these epithets get used in place of names. Okay. From the one who delights in thunder, hos megistos te esta. Hos, who, megistos te esta.
Is the greatest.
Uh-huh. And note that we've got te kai, who is both the greatest, megistos, kai emorates megistes times.
Mortal.
Okay. And emora.
It's like received.
Uh-huh. And has received or has obtained as his moros, as his lot. Okay. And note that this is going to take a genitive, has achieved, the biggest share, has obtained the share of tes megistes times, of the
Greatest honor.
of the greatest honor. Okay, and we're referring to Zeus, right? Okay, yeah.
Oh, never mind. So
Yeah.
that's the superlative, the istes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Megas, megale, mega. Okay. Megistos is the superlative. Okay. Kalos, nun egaga. So it's egaga. What is egaga? What kind of word is that?
Verb.
It's a verb. Okay, egaga. So we're going backwards, right? We're going to go this way. What is this? What does the epsilon tell us?
Third person singular.
Third person singular, primary or secondary?
Secondary.
Secondary sequence. So this is a past tense, right? Okay. And then we leap over here and we see, aha, that's a lengthened, that's a long vowel. Chances are that this is a lengthened, either an epsilon or an eta, right? Or a epsilon or an alpha, right? Egaga. So we're dealing with what kind of word here? Could be what or could be what?
Aorist.
Could be aorist or an imperfect, right? Okay, very good. All right, so in any case, did something, right? So this is where we go to our principal parts, and we find out that this is the principal part, the third principal part of what verb? Ago, very good. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. Ago, future. Oxo, agagon. There we go. Pantes legete. Ago, oxo, agagon. Okay, a second aorist. Okay, agagon. So, third person singular, so who's the subject of this?
Still Zeus.
It's not Zeus, right? Because we've got the relative clause there. Hos megistos te este kai emorates megistes times. That's a relative clause. Okay, so we go back, we take that out. So we've got ektu terpikeranu nun egiga. He shearet what?
Lead.
Led, okay. Led what? Takes a direct object. What's in the accusative case? There's only one possibility.
Noon.
Noon. What is noon? What might that be? What are you going to look up in the lexicon? This is from noos, okay? Noos, ho noos, okay? These two omicrons together make an umlaut epsilon, so noon. So it's ho, nous, okay? And so this is noon, okay? Which becomes noon, okay? So what's a noos? Mind, okay, okay. This is related to gignosko, non, okay, that no part, as in Gnostic, okay. The noos is one's mind, okay. So she led the mind ektu terpikirano. Yeah. From the one who delights in thunder. What does that mean? She led the mind from the one who likes to thunder, who likes thunder. What might that mean?
She attracted Zeus.
Oh, well, you know, she led the mind from him.
Deceived him? Tricked him?
Could be deceived, but even more, we have this same expression, okay, to be out of one's mind.
She made him crazy.
Yeah, she took away his noos, okay? She took away his noos. She took away his rational thinking facility, right? That's what Aphrodite does, right? She took that away. She led the mind from the one who enjoys thunder, okay? Kai e ethele.
And then he came.
And e ethele. If ethele. If she wants, exista Aphrodite.
It is possible for Aphrodite.
It's possible for Aphrodite. Tas puknas phrenos xenos autou ex apatan. it is possible for Aphrodite. So we need an infinitive, right? Where's the infinitive?
Ex optaton.
Ex apaton, from ex apatao. So this becomes, so this is the contraction of an alpha with the ending, okay, the infinitival ending. So it is possible for Aphrodite to ex apaton, to deceive, direct object.
Xenos.
No. What's in the accusative case? What?
Auton.
That's out two.
Puknas,
Tas puknas phrenas. The what? The what?
Strong mind.
The strong mind. Literally the thick mind, okay, the thick thoughts. The frame from which this is the diaphragm. The frame was thought to be the seat of emotion. It was also thought to be the seat of rationality as well, okay? Because, they weren't entirely sure what was happening up here, okay, as you know. They knew that it had something to do with cognitive abilities, but primarily in terms of perceptions, right? This is where our organs of perception are located, right? Sight, smell, hearing. So they thought that this was largely, the seat of the processed sensory perceptions, but that the thoughts themselves were in the frame, okay? We're right here because that's where we feel emotion, right? And even though, and it's kind of hard for us to imagine how this would work, but if we stop to think about it, if we didn't know from the very beginning of our consciousness, right, in our life, we are surrounded, ambient around us is certain information about how our bodies work, right? In other words, we grow up with the notion that our brain is where we think. If we, however, brought up with the notion that the brain is there just to process sensory information, we wouldn't necessarily think that that's where we think, right? We are so fixed in our orientation about what the parts of the body do that it's hard for us to imagine a world in which anatomically they weren't entirely sure what these things did, right? They lived in a world that they understood that there were things that they couldn't see, but the whole notion of a microscopic world was very foreign to them, right? So this is where the frame for them was the seat of emotion, but also the seat of rationality. It's hard for us to imagine what that would be like to think that this is where we do our thinking, because this is where our lungs are, right? Okay, or our diaphragm. But what exactly does this thing do that separates our thorax from our gaster? There you go. So, thick. So here you can see where the concept of thick, okay, comes to mean strong, okay? And you can think of something that's thick, that's unbending, okay? That's something that's strong. So puknos really means thick, okay? But here it can mean strong. The thick frame, the thick mind of Xenos, autou. Of Xenos is the genitive form of what? Zeus, okay? Of Zeus, autou.
Himself.
Of Zeus himself, right? So if she wishes, it's possible for Aphrodite to deceive the thick mind, the strong mind of Zeus himself. Yeah.
I'm confused on why tas pugnas phrenas is accusative.
It's the direct object of ex apatao.
But like the ending as.
Feminine plural, accusative plural.
Oh, a third declension.
No. Alpha declension, tas. He, tes, te, tain, hi, ton, tais, tas.
Okay.
Accusative plural, alpha declension, okay? The thick minds, phrein, phrenos. That's a third declension, okay? Phrenos is third declension. Puknas is a adjective of the first and second declensions, okay? Okay? Everybody with me? You with me? It's because you're all brilliant. It's fantastic. You guys are doing great. Kai Alto, okay, so now this is, so one of the things, so you are getting a pretty strong dose of the complexity of this language, right? So you have to keep track of the grammatical categories of these elements as they come to you, because it's not going to be in the regular order of subject or subject, verb, object. You can see right here that, you know, we've got verbs that can be anywhere. They tend to congregate either at the first or the end of sentences, but they can be anywhere, right? And we've got different, all of these nouns, okay, noun phrases are going to carry with them certain grammatical, certain inflections that will indicate their syntactic role, okay? So now, auton, what do we have there? What is that? Him, right, okay. Accusative singular, right? The pronoun, third person pronoun, accusative singular, masculine, right? It's the only thing it can be. Him. And who are we thinking that refers to? Zeus, exactly. Zeus. And auton, she, okay, she understands, okay. The main verb here is exista Aphrodite. It is possible for Aphrodite, 1, to deceive the thick mind of Zeus himself, and 2, we've got to have another infinitive in there. Where is it? What's that? Gudnixon? No?
Katathneitais.
No? What is that ending? Alpha, iota, sigma. Is that an infinitival ending? You're guessing. Come on now.
Oh, is it
Eklantane? Yes, that is an infinitive. But we've got another kai there. Okay, come on. Okay, katathneitais, gunaixin, what is that? What kind of word is that? Dative accusative plural, right? Okay, dative accusative plural. Okay, you've just seen thneton up there, right? What kind of word is thneton? Ton thneton, anthropon? In the third line?
Adjective.
Adjective. And now we've got katathneitais, compounded form of thnetos, right? Okay, so dative, plural, feminine. Okay, what does it go with? What does it modify? Gunaixin, right? Gune, gunaikos, okay? And this is the dative plural. The katathneitais gunaixin means what? The
Mortal woman.
mortal women, okay? So Aphrodite is able to deceive the thick mind of Zeus himself and something him, 2 by or 4 mortal women. Raidios. What kind of word is raidios? Omega sigma?
Adverb.
Adverb. In some way, to soon make nunai. I've got it's misspelled, I'm sorry. There shouldn't be a new in there. It should be sum make nunai. Make numa. Okay, so here is what? What do we possibly have here? Because then we've got a kai, right?
Infinitive.
There we've got an infinitive, okay? Sum make nuna, okay? Soon means with, okay? So she is, if she wishes, Aphrodite is capable of deceiving the thick mind of Zeus himself and to something, him,
Mortal women.
to mix, literally, mix together, to mix him together with katathnetai skunaiksen, with mortal women, okay? Radios, easily, okay? So, what does that mean?
She can make him attracted to mortal women.
That's right. She can have him have sex with, easily have sex with mortal women, okay? Soon, make nume literally means mix together, to join together, okay? And soon, these compounded verb forms very frequently take a dative case object, okay? It would be entirely, you could entirely expect sum make nunai, and then also have soon katathnetai skunaiksen with mortal women, because soon typically takes the dative case object, okay, as a preposition. Kalos. Kai okay, so now we've got third. So 1, deceive the thick mind of Zeus. 2, have him mix together with mortal women easily. And 3, Hieron tain adelphain, Hera,
Sister.
the sister, kai alokon to Xenos,
Wife.
and wife to Xenos,
Zeus.
of Zeus. He mega eidos ariste and athanatais theais. There should be another comma right there after theais. I've got to go in there and fix these things. So here we see a parallel structure. Okay, you just saw up above that we have a relative clause that describes the terpikeranos, right? The thunder-loving Zeus, right? And here we've got a relative clause that describes Aphrodite in the same kind of language, right? Here we've got, up there you can see it was Megastos, and here down here we've got Ariste, okay, from Aristos, who Mega Ariste is the Mega Ariste, the very, what does Aristos mean? As in aristocracy.
Elite.
Elite, yes, elite. The best, okay? Who is really the best, Mega, who's really the best, Eidos. With regard to her Eidos, what might that be?
Form, shape.
Yes. Okay, let's take a look at this one. It's another one of your neuter words. Okay. What are the other neuter words that are like this?
Genos.
Togenos, very good. Keep going. Some more.
Meros.
Tomeros, kalasta. Meros. Kai.
Oros.
What?
Oros.
To.
Oros.
Oh, oros. Yes. I was hearing a horos in there. I'm sorry. Yes, to oros. Very good. Kalasta, to oros. As in mountain, right? Okay, kalos. Te alo. Onoma. What other noun? It's the word for year. To ethos. Very good. Okay. To ethos. What's the word for word?
Logos.
Nah, that's hologos. We're doing neuters. Epos, right? To epos, from which we get what word?
Pistol.
No. Epic. epikos means that which is related to an epos, okay, a word, okay, kalos. All right, now we've got eidos. Toedos, and remember that these toedos, and remember that these words, okay, like genos, you know that genos is really, the stem is genesa, right? Genes. Okay, and then when we add our endings, okay, so for example, an alpha for the plural, okay, the sigma goes away, and we have genea, right? Genea, and then this too becomes an eta. So it's ta gene, right? In the accusative and nominative plural. Everybody with me? Okay. So that would be, if we look at eidos, right? The plural would be ta e dea. I'm wondering what English word we have from that. Just wondering. What do you think? Idea. Idea. Very good. Idea comes from this. Did you see that?
No, not a whole. Probably should have though.
There it is.
Real stupid.
There it is. Idea. Okay. Taedos is the word that Plato used for the form. Ta idea are the forms. Okay. And also it's used in form in terms of physical appearance or beauty. Okay. So taedos is an idea. Okay, as we understand it, as Plato understood it, this transcendental concept, a form. Okay, but it's also, this is where the idea comes from us, a mental construct, right, in English. So it is related, it comes from this word. Taedos is her appearance. So she is very the best, really the best with regard to her eidos, her appearance. Okay. En athanatais theais. En, in the immortal God. So what does that mean? It's not in, that is inside, but among, right? We've seen that expression before, among the more immortal gods. So she is really the finest with regard to her eidos, among the gods. To eklantane, to eklantane. So she can, 1, deceive the thick mind of Zeus himself, 2, easily mix him with mortal women, and 3, eklantanen hera. Lantano. What does lantano mean? It's one of the most amazing Greek words, one of the most amazing Greek verbs. Lantano. It means what? To escape the notice. To escape the notice of Hera, his sister and wife. All right, very good. Well done. This is very exciting, don't you think? Oh my goodness.